my God. Up off net. Up off net. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the Adult. All right, man. Look, look at who we have here. Do we have up here? Farmer has returned with his shotgun. Bam! What's going on with you? Who else do we have up here? Sully Purser. What's going on with you? Who else do we have? Jack. What? Look, dude. Dude, that intro is ridiculous. First, I want to say this. The giveaway, boy. The giveaway. Uh-oh. The Sports Illustrated autograph. Marvelous Marvin Hagler. We love you, boy. This giveaway, we have who we giving it away to. You guys remember the ShowBizz the Adult KO Challenge. Hit the Tyson Bell. The KO Reaction Challenge. To all of you who made compilations, did a wonderful job sending us down memory lane. I mean, reactions and stuff that I felt that I only saw for the first time. You know, I don't really look back at a lot of my videos, man. So to see those reactions, I forgot that we even did that fight. I forgot how my hair looked. I had a huge afro beard. I look like I could just shoot a poisonous dart at some kind of threat. And that's the Black Two Sugars. Look, let me know if you can hear me well. So ShowBizz, we want Canelo gloves or shirt. Got you. BUSR.com is sponsoring all these things. Now, the sponsored glove, Anthony H.A. Joshua autograph glove, Tyson Gypsy King Fury autograph glove, those are still up. A lot of you guys, let me know if you want Fury or Joshua. We have all agreed in this community that we won't give those gloves away to some lucky winners until the night of the fight, which is going to happen. But let's say who won the this giveaway first, because you deserve. Let me see. Who won the giveaway? Jason Sendrall. Give it. Oh, congratulations, man. Hey, send me. We already been talking in the DMs on Instagram. Send me your address, okay? And I will be sending you this. I mean, this is a jewel, okay? You did a wonderful job and you deserve it. For everybody else, actually, it was up to like 3, really. One had a lot of my reactions, which I really like those reactions. The other one had like a beautiful display of what I was actually reacting to. And Jason, on the other hand, he had the creativity on top of my reactions and on top of what I was reacting to. It was just a beautiful piece of work. So congratulations, Young King. I want to give you a shout out for even saying, hey, give that man his prize. You're somebody who won 2 great prizes here, and you're not a hater. Give me a time. You didn't say give it to me. You've won twice. That doesn't happen. And you say give that man his prize. So I love that. All right, man, look, let's go. We got 300 people in here. Everybody hit the like button. It's time to start our show. Let's start the show. Everybody, my vacation, had a beautiful vacation. It was a great time. It was mostly a guy's trip. And I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't gonna tell you what happened on vacation. You know, snitches get snitches. Oh my goodness. All right, man. So we're gonna start with Twitter fingers. Damn, didn't think we could use copyrighted material. Oops. You can. Yeah, if it's in short segments, you can. You have to read YouTube. They'll let you know. So we're going to start with Twitter fingers. We're going to start there. Mike Tyson, he says that Floyd will destroy both of the Pauls, Jake and Logan. Mike Tyson, you're my brother. I love you to death. But, you know, that's like saying water is wet. Water is wet. Of course, Floyd destroys the Pauls. But Mike is saying I'm no hater, bro. I love the Pauls. I love them both. But come on. What else we got? Francis Ngannou, 2 vacations, ShowBizz. Don't forget the Tyson ranch trip. That wasn't vacation. That was actually work. But that was work. All right. And that's why I was so burnt out, in my vacation. I couldn't do the Canelo fight. I was just like, dude, I need a vacation, bro. So I took that Saturday and just had a vacation. I watched the fight though in the nightclub. It was like, I'm like, hit it with the left. We'll talk about that. But that doesn't happen. There was bottle service. I'm in VIP. I'm like, Canelo, what? Even Black Sun was like looking like pigeons. Anyway, looking at the fight. They're like, what are they doing over there? Anyway, so Tyson Fury holding back the fight with Joshua. Look, and that's something else. First, Tyson Fury is saying tick, tick, tick. Wait, Yo Biz, have you seen Eddie Hearn interview? Yeah, I did. But let's get through to it. Fury was the one that was going tick, 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 tick. Let's hurry up. I ain't got time. I'll fight Fred Flintstone. Now he's doing a little holding back himself. We'll talk about that. I did hear that Eddie Hearn said that the fight was going to be August 7th or August 14th. More than likely August 14th, because August 7th is like the week of the Olympics, like being over or something like that. So, August 14th will make more sense. So we'll talk about that. Is Canelo Alvarez right about Andrade? When Canelo looked at him and said, get the fuck out of here. Get out. Get out of here. When Canelo said that about Andrade, who did you fight? Who did you fight, man? Who did you fight? And then Andrade said, who did you fight? He did his best Liam Williams impression. Well, who did you fight? Hey, and Canelo Alvarez, who did I fight? Who did I fight? He started laughing. Then told his father. That's when I was like, oops. His father was like, man, get the. I'm like, you don't tell your father. And then it got real. That's when I felt Andre. Oh, it's going to get real now. You and I, we can kick it back and forth. But when you talk about my people, okay, now I'll fight you right now. And then Canelo was like, you're going to fight me? Yeah, sure. You're going to fight me outside, which I felt Canelo there too. Shut up. You're going to fight me outside? Really? Okay, stop. We're going to talk about that. My bad. We're also going to talk about Billy Joe Saunders' injuries that he suffered. And we're going to break down the Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders fight. Just talk about that a bit. And I think that's going to take us through. So let's start with Twitter figures. Let's see what you got to say. Canelo said he'll see him outside. Yeah, that was just boxing is what have you done for me in the sport. Absolutely. That's sad too. There's a time and place for everything. He said, who did Rocky Fielding fight? Oh, he said, who did Rocky Fielding? He said, who did Rocky Fielding fought? Okay. That would make zero sense. Like, that would make zero sense to me. You can go through Demetrius Andrade and ask who his opponents fought. That's every fighter. ShowBizz, how you been, bro? Glad you're back. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's do the Twitter fingers real quick. Twitter fingers is getting better. Twitter fingers is getting better because you look at a few Twitter fingers and it kind of leads you into what you want to describe. All right, so Javante Tank Davis, he says hashtag strap season. Oh. Well, here's the thing about that. Yes, he's right. He's right. Okay. But it's bad because people are calling you the king of the regular titles. So it's hard to pull the Errol Spence out your ass on that one. Okay. Because Errol Spence is, what I'm saying, he's like really undisputed, like really going for undisputed. But I'm a huge fan of Javante Tank Davis. He's one of my favorite fighters now. So, all right. Got to be unbiased though, bro. Got to be unbiased, Tank. That is just the way I am, bro. Here we go. So Eddie Hearn has stated that Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury will take place. Shut up. August 7th or the 14th. Boo Boo and Sewer Water overrated. Jay Cooley. Everybody, make sure you hit the like button, please. In Saudi, he insisted he and AJ are comfortable trusting the Saudis to delivered on every one of their promises for the Andy Ruiz Jr. rematch in 2019. I want to say this. Yeah, when you have a relationship with somebody and you can trust what they say, okay, it makes the relationship even stronger. You can trust their word. Trust is a lot. He did say it's no secret now. It's like a bad secret, if there is one, that the fight is happening in Saudi. Okay, I mean, who doesn't know that? He said so he feels comfortable saying that. He also said that there are many different working elements here as far as promoters, and everybody deserves to have the official announcement themselves. So that has always been a thing. I want to say that we may go into 2 hours today. So I hope you guys got your popcorns ready. Let me see. Wait. Let's see what we have to say here. I'm getting tired of waiting for the fight announcement. Uh-oh. That's about right. What's the hold up? I'll tell you. I think they both want the fight. So is it the promoters hold it up? We'll talk about that. We'll definitely talk about that. We're actually right on the verge. We're talking about that now. Here goes the other quote. And the thing is, what I was going, no, actually, let's read the other quote. We're in a stage where people are getting frustrated, says Eddie Hearn. We are in a stage where people are getting frustrated. Here, let me put your dig back up. All right, where people are getting frustrated. The deal is done. Shut up. Now we're on the finer details of the contract. That's the lawyers. We're ready to go from our side. We're not far away from their side, and it's inevitable. We're not far away from their side. When you ask what's the hold up, we're not far away from their side. If you read the title of this, and I was talking about Tyson Fury holding things up, okay? That's why I said we're getting there. And here's the next tweet that I'm going to read. Canelo just walked through everything Billy Joe Saunders had. We'll talk about that. Thanks for the super chat too. So Anthony AJ Joshua said this. Spartan, he said, I'm tired. My fans are tired. Your fans are tired. We're all tired of the talk. Let's talk more at Tyson Fury. Good point, AJ. But Tyson Fury makes a comeback point. Pretty good point. Come get some now, you big ugly doser. You're no talk and no action. Hit the Tyson bell. It was kind of like your mama stink. Well, your mama stink. You know what I'm saying? You stupid. Oh, you stupid. That's my problem. You stupid. That's my problem with Twitter figures. Hold on. We back in the community. Let's go. Oh, yeah, we're back in the war room for sure. That's what was going on. But Anthony Joshua has a point here. You did all that talking, okay? Now we're signed. We're fine. Our lawyers, bam. And that's another thing. Everything that you heard about discouraging the fight has always came from the energy over there. Tick, 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 or else I'm moving away. Bob Arum, hey, this deal is in the water, whatever. Frank, what? I don't think this fight's going to happen until the winter. Okay? That's what I love about Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua, is this fight is the biggest fight in combat sports, and they're talking positively about it. And they're making it work. They're moving it forward. If you are a boxing fan who loves the sport and wants boxing to be big, having the best fight in combat sports, you should be for. And Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua moving it forward is good news. Everybody's saying, Bob Arum is saying this. I like the negativity. ShowBizz, you're only reporting the positivity because I'm letting the light in. Hit the Tyson bell. I'm letting the light in. Is this cup half empty or half full? It's half full of black to sugar. So let me read what Eddie Hearn had to say. I saw the tweets from AJ. He's tired. AJ is tired. The fans are tired, and everyone is tired. Okay. We're in a stage where people are getting frustrated. The deal is done. Now we're on the finer details of the contract, which came back last Friday. The contract came back last Friday. And it went back last night. So they took care of their business, sent it back. They are on calls now in the office about it. And I think at some point, people are going to have to take a little bit of a leap of faith in this deal. You know what he's talking about? Taking a little bit of leap of faith in the deal. You know what he's talking about? He's talking about that Tyson the Gypsy King Fury said that he wants, what did he say? He wants it to be everything to be confirmed as far as, look, I want more things confirmed. What word did he use? What word did he use? Everybody, what word did he use? He didn't use the word confirmed, but it was like he just wanted more of a promise. What word did he use? Wilder Fury, wait. Then that's settled. It would be announced. Dude, the word escapes me. Let me find it for you. Because that word is very damn important, dog. Confident. Nope. Dog, what did he say? Guaranteed. That's what Eddie Hearn is implying, what he's talking about. Guaranteed. He wants more things. Thank you so much. Who are you? Brother Adam. Jeez Louise. He wants everything guaranteed. Somebody called me. Unbox color. Hey, ShowBizz, Canelo is a future great. He's a great already. He'll be Salvador Sanchez if he stopped fighting. If he retired right now, he'll be Salvador Sanchez. He'll be one of those guys. He's already great. Champion in 4 different weight classes and trying to chase greatness at undisputed at 168. Great resume with championship wins, all at the age of 30. Hit the Tyson Bale. So he want more stuff guaranteed. He said, Eddie Hearn said that they have to go off faith a little bit. Somebody called me ShowBizz what did he call me? What did you call me, dude? The naive buffoon, Luna Star. I'm ShowBizz the naive buffoon because I'm not just hoping and praying and guessing on a wing for Deontay Wilder versus Fury. What do you have? Information that can't be released? There's a gag order on their arbitration mediation. So you don't know anything. Nobody does. And I am naive for responding to actual information and not things that I'm guessing in my head. Bro. Anyway, some people, got a Cash App. Hold on real quick. Should AJ take a mandatory for now? Fans want AJ. No, they're about to fight, bro. But we'll talk about more on that because I'm just gonna have to let the light in on y'all real quick. Let's finish reading. Let's finish reading what Eddie Hearn had to say. From our perspective and AJ's perspective, we're ready to go. From Tyson Fury's perspective, they've got a couple of lawyers across it from their point, talking about the guarantees. The tweet from AJ last night was, come on, let's talk more action. Let's get it done. There's no reason why it shouldn't happen this week. Hit the Tyson Bale. This kind of like the moment where you could actually turn around at this point and say, this is dragging on too long, or I can't be dealing with this anymore. Factuals. But we have to nail this. And I'm not going to stop until I nail it. Persistence. And everyone has just got to move forward collectively. We're ready to go from our side. We're not far away from their side. And it is inevitable. But at the same time, we've got to close the door on it. Hit the Tyson Bale. Tyson Fury is holding things up because he wants guarantees. Okay? That is consistent with Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. All right? You had and what Joe Saunders was talking about with the ring being smaller and all those things. Canelo stops Plant, and I also don't like Andrade call out, come off a okay performance, make a call out after you dominate. I understand the call out though because he's thirsty. And that's what you kind of do. Just keep your name out there. So I want to say this, okay? Before I move on to Canelo, which we're going to do right now. We're only 20 minutes in, but Canelo's going to take up a big portion of this. I do want to say this. Look, Fury versus Anthony Joshua is going to happen. All right. I'm at a good vantage point. Okay. That's the best way I can say it. I'm at a good vantage point, dog. I don't know what's going on with Wilder and the thing because no one does. You shouldn't. I just don't think Wilder should fight Tyson Fury next anyway. He'd be ruining himself if he did. Okay. Just come in with a new trainer. He hasn't fought in a while, just came from his surgery, all those things. I just rather him get a fight in because I'm a fan of Wilder and I want the best for him. So I want the best Wilder. Wilder just throws his ass in there again, get dribbled off the damn canvas. Okay. And just at least he jumped in and got dribbled off the canvas. That's terrible for his career because at that point, it would be Deontay Wilder was a good puncher, not a great fighter. As soon as he fought somebody who can fight back, who was very good, somebody on the level of Tyson Gypsy King Fury, he couldn't get by him twice, almost 3 times. It would ruin his damn career. And Wilder fans don't realize that. He'll be seen as a flash in the pan who has some great knockouts over bums. That's what would happen. If he doesn't prepare correctly and get past Tyson Fury the next time they fight, that's what they're going to say. Because his only guy that really gave him a bit of a struggle was an old-ass Ortiz who had him wafting around, falling, Bambi-legging himself all around the ring. Then he fights somebody just a level over that and get dribbled off the damn canvas. Do you understand what happens to his career if he's not prepared? You need the best Wilder, not just throw his ass in there. You got to read the 3 Little Pigs, bro, like my mom said. Love you, Ma. You got to read the 3 Little Pigs. Stop rushing in there, building your house out of straw, because that wolf named Tyson Gypsy King Fury is going to huff and puff and blow that straw shit down. Make it out of brick. So I hope Wilder goes to the fight and gets in the ring. Me too. ShowBizz, let the light in. And I'm about to. There's a special segment that I'm going to start today called Let the Light In. Hit the Tyson bell. And this is how we're going to let the light in. Now that we're breaking from, I'm done with the Tyson Fury, Anthony AJ Joshua fight. We're going to talk about Canelo Alvarez. Now that we're breaking from that, let's bring in a new segment called Let the Light In. And this is how we're going to let the light in. Okay, he said, $1 Trillion Dream said, you're a hater because you want the best for Wilder and you want him to win the next fight against Tyson Fury. Yeah, boy, that's Trillion. He's a problem. Hey, you hate him because you want him to win. But this is how we're going to bring the light in. Let's bring the light in over that dumb, dark comment, okay, in the war room. How we going to bring the light in is this. What I want you to do right now, and if you can't do it, you scream it in the air. It is called, I love you, boy. What I want you to do, I want you to look at your mom. If you can't, text her. I want you to look at your dad. If you can't, text them. If they're not here anymore, I don't care. Scream up in the air. Your brother, your sister, your friends, your daughter, your son, anybody you love that's around you. You look at them and say, I love you. Hit the Tyson bell. Every day, every time we do this podcast, we're going to stop for a minute, let the light in, and you're going to tell somebody you love that I love you. Hit the Tyson bell. Make sure you do that. And that's the Black Two Sugars. All right, man, look. Let's talk about Canelo Alvarez. Now, Canelo Alvarez. There you go, Andrew. So, Canelo Alvarez. He broke Billy. Loco said, done. So, he broke Billy Joe Saunders' orbital bone, 3 fractures. That's dope, Biz. Much love to you. No one is around me, but I love me. Best life. There you go. Biz with the light. Love it, bro. Much love to you. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's let the love in. Let's let the light in, yo. So, I love you, ShowBizz. I love you, boy. And cheekbone. Yes. Okay. That's a very dangerous thing. So good on the corner. Good on the corner. There's a thing where, you know, fighters, it's four now. There's a thing where fighters, they want to go out on their shield. The corner did the right thing. Billy Joe Saunders. Oh, everybody hit the like button. There's over 700 people. Let's get 1,000 people in here. We're going to be on for 2 hours today. Billy Joe, or close to 2 hours. Billy Joe Saunders, he had the type of injury that could ruin him forever. We had a lot of you saying, oh, when Terrence Crawford fought Kell Brook was broken already. Billy Joe Saunders, Canelo just broke him. Bro, I sat here 2 years ago. If there's a fighter who can beat Canelo Alvarez, if there's a fighter, I said this in front of all you guys. If there's a fighter that can beat him, it got to be Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders will give him problems. Why would he give him problems, ShowBizz? Because Floyd Mayweather, one of the greatest fighters of all time, gave Canelo problems. And Laura, Canelo was 23 years old. Gave him problems. So Billy Joe Saunders, he fought Canelo Alvarez. He broke him. He literally broke him. Look, my son, my baby boy, hold on. Same injury that ended Sugar Ray's career. Sugar Ray Leonard came back and beat Hagler with that injury, though. Hold on. Let's see who unbox it. Billy ain't gonna be the same. Abner Mares, guys. It's really scary. I hope the best for Billy. Absolutely. Okay. ShowBizz the child had an action figure. I was like, let me see that, boy. It was a Batman. Okay. He was reluctant to let me see it. He was playing with it. I said, boy, let me see that. Boy, give me the damn Batman. You lost your mind. Give me the Batman. What your father say? He gave it to me. I grabbed him, and I tried to bend the arm. Like, you know, put him in a pose. Pop. That's what Canelo did. Hey, Billy Joe, let me see you, Billy Joe. Billy Joe, come here. Got that. Get me. Billy Joe, come here. Pop. Oh. So look, literally broke him. ShowBizz the goofy. Much love to you, Trevor. Thanks for the super chat. Literally broke him. I want to say this about the fight. I want to say this about the fight itself. Okay. Yeah, I broke Batman's arm, bro. I was Bane. I was Bane. Or you merely adapted to the dark. I was born in it. I grabbed that toy. Oh yes! I was wondering what's gonna break forth. Your spirit or your body. But you did I did him super dirty. And he had this look on his face, like, and I'm like, oh, like, let's take him to the hospital. But look. What up, Biz? Glad to see you back. That's the bronze bomber, a new member, baby. And that's the black, 2 sugars. I love you, ShowBizz Bone. Much love to you. ShowBizz Bone. That was really dope. I don't know what I've been doing YouTube for 3 years. I don't know how. I never thought of it. Billy Joe, like, I want to know how I yeah. You want to know how I got these cars? Look, that's not even funny though. We're laughing. Oh Lord. Hey, forgive me, bro. Look, boxing is a dangerous thing. We're laughing at something that's really messed up. Let's stop. Oscar Valdez, appreciation chat. He fought with a broken jaw warrior. Yeah. He did. Unlike Victor Ortiz, which fighting with a broken jaw is something else. But let's talk about this. I think Adrian Broner fought Maidana with a broken jaw. Adrian Broner is a warrior, bro. Let's hit the Tyson Bell. Hold on. I think I got another cash app. I'm sorry. I cannot believe Charlo didn't chase Plant's title. Charlo ain't. at 168. Right? So hold on. Let's talk about the fight. Canelo versus Saunders was a great fight. All right, let's talk about the fight breakdown itself. Okay, let's talk about the fight breakdown itself. Look, how can I put this? How can I put this? Because people ask me, man, what's this? People ask, Jay, hit me, Jay, hit me. You can't pine oil. Here, this is what Jay had to say. Oh Lord, the European assassin strikes again. You know, oh man, got me snorting, bro. I'm trying to keep my cool up since Miami. You know what I'm saying? You got me where like, did I do that? I'm so Urkel right now. But you so bogus for that, bro. you in so many words, he struck again. Okay. Thanks for the super chat. Ricardo, thank you so much for the super chat. So listen, Jay, pine oil. Be playing basketball, Pelican Bay. When I'm through with you, yeah. Shoe program. Now let's talk about the breakdown. How can I say this? I'm gonna do it like this. Dang, I knew it round one. Oh, and before I talk about the fight breakdown, okay, give me my roses. I'm about to bust your. I'm about to bust your ass. Pause. Hold on. We got another super chat. Oh no, we don't. Okay, I'm about to. All of you who was talking about Canelo isn't going to knock out Billy Joe Saunders. ShowBizz adult, that's a horrible bet. You don't know what you're doing. You bet horribly. You don't know what you're doing. You're going to have to respect my winning percentages, all of you. You can try to hate all you want, but I put myself out there. I put my money out there on busr.com. Go to busr.com/showbiz. Place a bet on your favorite fights. I put my money out there. I put myself out there. If I lose, I get embarrassed in front of all of you. And I sit right there every time and I bet. Give me my roses for that. Number one. Number two, I win. Give me my roses for that. That's number two. And number three, you were wrong. I was right. Now, give me my roses for that. All right. I already got my money. I brought the light in. They came with bottles. As soon as I won, I'm like, 2 bottles, Patron, Goose. Hey, later on at 3 o'clock in the morning, give me a Ciroc bottle. Hit the Tyson bed. Because I just won on busr.com/showbiz while I was on vacation. When that hit my bank account, bam, Black Sun was like, yo, bring the light in. So, hey, the proof is in the pudding. Not just talking, not just making comments. Jay and Silent Biz strikes again. Give me my roses. I agree, Biz, about Broner. That's why I'm so puzzled why he's so tentative. Oh, yeah, talking about him walking people down. And yeah, I know. What's good, ShowBizz? Salute. Yeah, I'm here. You can. Yeah, absolutely. I got a feeling Canelo. He technically did. Now look. Let's talk about the fight breakdown. All right. Because look, if that fight would have went to decision, there would have been a lot of people up in here like, boy, you just stay losing money. You need to stop betting. Then when I win, boy, you got to bring the light in. So listen, that was dope. Shout out Jay and Silent Bob. So listen, let's talk about the fight breakdown. This is how I feel about the fight. Tell a friend Biz is back 100%. Everybody hit the like button. There's 900 people in here now. So we're going to get over 1,000 soon. But everybody, please hit the like button. I love how many people in here when I came back. There's much love. The fight breakdown this. When I was watching the fight at round 1, I said Billy Joe's going to lose. At round 1. If I was calling the fight, I would have said that Billy Joe is about to lose. I saw what was going on. When that round went, and they stepped out and they start fighting, I said, Billy Joe's lost. He lost. Billy Joe lost. I want you guys in the comments to let me know. And I knew I'm about to get paid. I'm hitting Black Sun. Hey, we about to get paid, man. Black Sun's on BUSR.com. Yo, you think ShowBizz? You think it's going to be a knockout? Yeah, man, grab $500. Put it on there. All right, boom. I'm like, we about to get paid. That's why he was on there too. Like, give me my money. In that video, I had Billy Joe Saunders up on Canelo. I didn't. I think it was 4-3 Canelo, but it depends on what you appreciate. Either way, let me know why you think I thought the fight. I knew the fight was over round damn one. Let me tell you why. Because Billy Joe Saunders was doing one thing, Canelo Alvarez was doing the other. Billy Joe Saunders was demonstrating the sport of boxing. You don't know what that means? You know what that means? See, a lot of you guys get the sweet science mixed up. A lot of you guys think the sweet science is the sport of boxing. No. Billy Joe Saunders was demonstrating the sport of boxing. Canelo Alvarez was doing the sweet science. He was fighting. Let's break down the difference. Okay? Let's break down the difference. Fighting doesn't mean slugging only. It doesn't mean slugging only. Okay, hold on real quick. Saunders kept dropping his hands whenever he ducked. It was only a matter of time before that. Oh, yeah, that Shuriken from Canelo. Yeah, landed. Absolutely. I saw that too. Let me tell you, it's not slugging when I mean fighting. I mean the sweet science, the ability to hit, not get hit, right? Counter, see openings, not punch too much, not work too much. I'm not talking about slugging. I'm talking about everything is calculated to break you, because at the end of the day, when you're fighting, you're not there to score. You're there to beat him up. I'll worry about the score later. I'm there to break him down and knock him out and end it. I'll worry about the judges later. Bam, boom. You know who was perfect at that? Iron Mike Tyson. Iron Mike Tyson was made to make you miss, bam, and wear you out and knock you out. That's the sweet science. I am here to finish you and hurt you. I am in the hurt business. There are fighters who play the sport. I scored again. I scored. Beep. That's one round. When you're doing that, the air is seeping out of the balloon very slowly. And you hope that your balloon don't go flat before round 12. I felt like Canelo was setting up Saunders the entire time. He was doing a lot of things. I'm going to tell you who else is great at that, which is why I love him. Errol the True Spence, man. Errol the True Spence, he's boxing. It's a sweet science, but he's breaking your ass down. Bam, boom, boom. I'll worry about the scorecard later. I am here to finish you, to hurt you. I'm fighting. You're boxing. Terrence Bud Crawford is good at that. That's why he's knocking everybody out. You feel me? Yeah, everybody say Terrence Crawford is slick. Terrence Crawford, he knows the sweet science. I am here to finish you, even if that means I take a punch or two. He's not as slick as y'all think. But if I finish you, I am in the hurt business, in the fight business. Hold on one second. Just showed up. But yeah, that's why Canelo backed up. He him bending at the waist. Oh yeah, he started looking at him. Play the right into Canelo's game plan. Absolutely. All facts. You got a trainer's eye, bro. Thank you so much. That's the point. When you say get my points, that's the point. It happened with Charlo versus Tony Harrison. Huh? Charlo was fighting Tony. He wasn't slugging and sloppy, but he was fighting him. Tony was boxing, and the air was getting just seeping out of the balloon very slowly. The first fight, it got to 12 before he went flat. The second fight, he damn didn't. Bouncing off the ropes. Boing, Charlo was in the hurt business. When I saw that, I said, oh, somebody's playing the sport of boxing. The other one's fighting. And when you're in a fight or in the ring, if you're boxing, it's one man against the other. You got to discourage that man. You got to discourage that man. There are certain men that are just animals. You got to discourage them. You had to discourage Gervonta Tank Davis. When Leo Santa Cruz was hitting him with those flurries, man, you got to discourage him. Nope. Bam. Now, you're slate. Hit the Tyson Bale. You better discourage Tank because he's in the hurt business. He's in the hurt business. I think the commentators gave BJ too much credit. Having some success with the pound for pound doesn't mean you won the round. Exactly. I believe the same thing. You agree? Canelo breaks Errol face. Yeah, nobody should talk about that. But let's talk about stuff that makes sense right now. Canelo made a 22-foot ring small because the ring size never mattered. You're going to be in my space like a vacuum, like a magnet. You're going to be here, bro. And shout out to Billy Joe Saunders because his style allowed for him to actually be effective displaying the sport of boxing. Okay? But Canelo Alvarez, he was displaying the sweet science. I got a grade example. I got a grade A example. A grade A example. Fury Wilder 1, Fury Wilder 2. Fury Wilder 1. Fury was giving him a boxing lesson. He was so beautiful displaying the sport of boxing. Deontay Wilder was trying to finish his ass. See, Deontay Wilder was trying to pin him to the canvas. That's all he got, though. But I'm just saying that's the difference. Tyson Fury, you cannot, the air was seeping out of the balloon. I got to make him miss everything he do. Hey, everything he does, I got, boom, 1 point. Boom, 2 points. Boom. You see what I'm saying? Hold on real quick. You missed my other super chat, but it's cool, my bad. I had it 6-2 Nello, but the way those British commentators were calling the fight, you think Billy Joe Saunders was whooping Canelo? Shake my head. Did you see Canelo go off on Andrade? Yeah, we're talking about Andrade. We'll talk about that. But we'll talk about that next. But the reason why the British commentators were on that is because that's how it is over there, right? That's how it is. It's a chess. It's always been that way. It's a chess move. They got that down. American style is more fighting, right? But they got that down. Like the mind of it. UK fighters, they got that, bro. Except for AJ. He got it later. We'll talk about AJ. But Billy Joe is great at that. He's great. So they appreciated that. Yeah, you get some beautiful fights over there because of that, okay? So I don't think that they were being biased as much as, okay, I guess you're biased on what the style, he scored enough points. Where when you look at American style, he fought him more, right? He hurt him more that round. Hold on real quick. Commentators had Billy up 5-2, disgusting in my opinion. Somebody said Billy requested a bigger hospital bed. Way above the average standard. Wilder tried to brawl a boxer and it didn't work. We'll talk about that. Facts. But listen to what I'm saying. So what Tyson Fury did in this example, what Tyson Fury did when he was trying to play the sport of boxing, a draw. I'm fighting in the States. That's a draw in the States. Yeah. That's a draw in the States. So what did he do? I'm about to demonstrate the sweet science, get back into the hurt business. He went to Kronk Gym, which he's doing now. You a big man. You're 6'9", you're huge. You don't have pillow fists. Are you kidding me? You just been in the culture of the sport of boxing. Bet. No, this is how you break a man down, take his spirit, break him down, and finish him. This is how you do that. Went to Kronk Gym. They showed him. So when you look at Wilder, Fury 1, Fury was displaying the sport of boxing. When you look at the second one, he was in the hurt business. And that's the black two sugars. Can you go either way on Canelo in terms of pound for pound? But he's quickly becoming all-time great body puncher. Oh, in my opinion, yeah, the torque is crazy. Hey, the torque is crazy. Let me show you. Look at how Billy Joe Saunders is wrapped around that left hook. He is curled, right, wrapped around the fist of that left hook. It looked like he went sleep. He went night-night. He put his head on his shoulder like Canelo was his boyfriend. Like they're watching the scariest movie. They're watching Saw 4. And he's just like, I'm with my boyfriend. Okay, that's what that left hook did. All right. Glad you are back, Biz. Hope all is well. I think Canelo versus Saunders kind of shows how AJ should approach it because Fury, pressure defense, aggressive. I can see that. Billy Joe looked extremely inferior to Canelo. You should hear Canelo punches. You could hear Canelo punches. Every single punch was deliberate and impactful. Billy was not on that level at all. Okay. All right. That's the difference. Let's talk about AJ a little bit. You need a seatbelt. What's up, Biz? What's going on with you? Let's talk about AJ a little bit. AJ, on the other hand, he started fighting. Hold on. Did you hear when Canelo grunted when he threw that uppercut and broke his orbital? Oh, yeah. The man activated fifth gear with that one. Bro, he was like, how do you? Dog, he knew it was over. Like, I'm crying. Bro, that's real spill. He knew it was over. What else you got? Thanks for the super chat. Boy. Yo, we're bringing the light in. We're bringing the light in. Ex-Crusader. Just got here. What did I miss? So listen, we're in a war room. So listen, Anthony, AJ, Joshua on the other hand. Yeah, everybody hit the like button. Let's get over 1,000. We almost at 1,000 people. Let's get over 1,000 people here. We'll be here for a while. Anthony, AJ, Joshua on the other hand, he started off fighting. Okay. End up getting dribbled off the canvas and start going more into the culture of the sport of boxing. That's why Andy Ruiz, the second fight, he didn't finish Andy. He could have finished him by the fourth. When he hit him with that right hand and cut Andy, he could have started fighting then, but he wasn't there yet. He was into a new wrinkle, which was boxing, the sport of boxing more. Now he's fighting. Now he got it all the way together. When you talk about the fighting side of boxing, you think of slugging. But what Canelo Alvarez was doing and what AJ did against Pulev and what Tyson Fury did against Wilder too, what the Charlos are doing, what Errol Spencer, Tyson, and Terrence Bud Crawford is doing, what all those boys are doing is they putting it all together. Like Terrible Terry Norris. Those guys, Julian the Hawk Jackson, they put it, Tommy Hearns. The reason why I think Duran would beat Floyd Mayweather. Great boxing, but in the hurt business. What AJ did against Pulev was that. He still boxed, he still made you miss, and then he hurt you. That's it. That's it. When Tyson Fury was slick, but at the same time rough and using his size, pushing Wilder's neck back, leaning on his neck, hit him at all. I'm beating your ass. Right? That's what you do. I truly believe AJ is going to break Fury's spirit. I see a statement being made, KO in no more than 9 rounds. AJ will adapt and excel in Fury's areas. Here's my thing. When Tyson Gypsy King Fury, when he said, you're no talk and no action, I love that AJ's been no talk. That's what's making me more excited about the damn fight. AJ ain't doing what he did against Ruiz. One, all in the videos, dancing. Come to the war room. He's not doing all those things. He's quiet. He's preparing. I like that more. Let's see what you have to say. Got to give ShowBizz his roses. Thank you, brother. Ninja, what do you have to say? What up, ShowBizz? Hope you had good time off. I did. AJ, in my opinion, will stand tall when all smoke's clear. 100%. 100%. Here's my thing. AJ gotta go in there Canelo style, being a hurt business, rip to the body. Okay, but box, yes, but box to hurt. Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is a great boxer, but he's here to destroy you. Duran, all those things. Okay. Like I said, Duran against Floyd Mayweather. You think Duran will beat Floyd? Yes. Duran is one of the slickest, smartest fighters, but he's the man with the hands of stone. Both hands there to destroy you. Sugar Ray Robinson, the GOAT, the greatest ever, would knock you out stepping backwards. He'll knock you out again. He slugged with Jake LaMotta, but he was beautiful. That right there is the hurt business. That's how you put it all together. Okay? Hold on real quick. Unbox. Let's see what he has to say. You want payday, Canelo Alvarez. You want payday. Let's talk about Demetrius Andrade. Okay? Let's talk about that. Let me get my black two sugars. My man said the arbitration is false. It doesn't exist. Boxing fan. It's not false, but I understand what you're saying. While everybody's talking about AJ versus Fury isn't real, how real is the arbitration? We know less about the arbitration than we do about Tyson Fury AJ. Everybody talking about, oh, you're naive, ShowBizz. You're naive. Brother, we know nothing about the arbitration. We got more information about this one thing, know nothing about that. It's kind of getting like Santa Claus. I don't know enough about Santa. I just don't know enough. I know enough about my job. I get more information about my damn job. Okay? Now I do Santa Claus and I'm naive. I don't know what's going on with arbitration. We got no info. You're naive. I'm naive. You're silly. You're silly. I must break you, Ivan Drago. Horrible fighter. So look, was Canelo Alvarez right? Demetrius Andrade. He's a horrible fighter. He called him a horrible fighter. Get out of here. Get out of it. What else we got? I think Andrade smokes Canelo in just my opinion. There is nothing I've seen in Andrade to make me think he'll smoke Canelo. I think no one smokes him. If he gets past him, he got by him. He didn't smoke Liam Williams. If you're going to smoke Canelo, you better destroy Liam Williams. Destroy him. If you're going to smoke one of the greatest fighters ever in Canelo, you better destroy Liam Williams. All right? So I don't think he smokes him. He may squeak by him, if anything. And it's a damn horrible fight that he's just really struggling. Jay! Hit me, Jay. Hit me. Hit me! You can't do it. Pine oil. These guys go to Boxing Grave after they fight Canelo. Boy, Jay is really, let me tell you something about Jay. Jay's going to make y'all mad in the war room because he's paying the type of money that people can't follow up. So if he's in the war, room, he's doing two things. Jay is not only getting his point across as far as what he thinks and kind of trolling y'all, but at the same time, he's flexing. It's hard to beat that. Canelo used the same narrative as his stance on Andrade. Look, Eric, let me tell you something. The question is, was Canelo Alvarez right? And I want to say, I agree with Canelo Alvarez. He got me now. He got me, dog. He got me, dog. He convinced me, dog. Canelo Alvarez convinced me, dog. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. When Canelo Alvarez was like, dude, you're a horrible fighter. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. While Boo Boo was talking, he said, this guy, oh, my goodness. Bro, you're horrible. You're horrible, bro. You're horrible, bro. That attitude convinced me. But then when he was like, because how would you want Canelo to feel? He better feel that way. Bro, look at what I'm doing. I'm on a road to undisputed. Look at what I'm doing. Look at what I've been doing. Don't try to grab two guys that you think is going to somehow be the general idea of my resume. Rocky Fielding, Yildirim, stop doing that because your resume is full of Rocky Fieldings and Yildirim. I actually get what Canelo Alvarez was saying. I knew I lost my money when I heard that Mexican national anthem. That you're funny as hell. Hold on. I got a lot of super chats right now. I ain't Jay, but here's my 5 on. There you go on Biz. All of it is beautiful. Thanks for the support. Plus his shoulder. I mean, this should be on a t-shirt. Come to the war room, 100%. With your black stare on it. That definitely. Come to the war room. Let me see. I'm a fan. Yeah, I know that. Miracle, what's going on with you? Geez, hold on. We gonna y'all going at it in the war room. That's what this is about. Canelo made 2 brothers retire on the stool in a row. Damn. Boo Boo went 12 rounds with Liam. Egg-shaped form. He won a payday. Why? Great point. Why is Canelo expected to fight every fighter on the planet? Say he cherry picks. These fighters don't fight anyone themselves. Charlo versus Andrade first. And that's what I've been saying. At least fight somebody in your weight class, right? I think Billy Joe Saunders should fight Boo Boo while Canelo fight Caleb. I'm done with Billy Joe Saunders and Boo Boo. I'm done with that. They just can't get that fight going. If Billy Joe Saunders wins, maybe he can get a rematch. Then he'll lose again though. My thing is we don't know if Billy Joe Saunders can continue fighting. We got to see where he's at before we put him in another fight. That the fractured orbital bone. If Kell Brook is finished, okay, let Andrade beat Billy Joe Saunders after this. They're gonna say he was finished, okay, and they're not going to give Andrade any love for a victory over Billy Joe Saunders at this point. Let me see. Boo Boo called Spinal hit the Tyson Bell. Let me tell you something in a minute. I don't agree with Andre comment. See Ali the fight before Sonny Liston. Look, let me tell you something. Okay. Here's the thing. Andrade is getting older now. He was ducked like nobody's business. Andrade was ducked like nobody's business, bro. That's just the Black Two Sugars. Hold on, let me read this. People forget Pretty Boy Floyd was a body snatcher fighter. Money May was a boxer and an executioner of the sweet science. Yeah, I just think Duran was better at it. And Floyd Mayweather was absolutely great. But here, this is what I have to say. We got 1,000 people in here. Bye. We did it. Everybody hit the like button. Let's get 900 likes. Let me tell you something about Andrade and Canelo Alvarez, okay? Andrade was ducked like nobody's business. That is what it is, all right? We got so many points to make here. But that, number 2, because he was ducked, he does not have the experience fighting great fighters. So if that's true, see what happens is it's just like Terrence Bud Crawford. Terrence Bud Crawford is one of the best fighters in the world. He is, if not the best fighter in the world. At the same time, his resume stinks as far as people who can actually beat him. He got accolades, he got undisputed and all those things, but people who can actually beat him. Kell Brook was the first one that I was like, yo, I like the type of, that was the best competitor for him. Like, if you look at everybody else, he was either better than as far as abilities, or he was bigger than, way bigger than, right? His total welterweight career is really full of guys that's not that good because of the first point. The PBC welterweights pretty much ducked him, hit the Tyson Bell. So you have this circle situation where Andrade was ducked, but at the same time, he just don't have the experience. So when Canelo said you're a horrible fighter, at the end of the day, he never grew properly, because what a great fighter, but he never was pressured. Canelo had the fights. Canelo's way better than Andrade at this point, and Andrade's older. It is what it is. Now you got Andrade after the pandemic not looking good against Liam Williams. There was never a version of Canelo who's not going to look good against Liam Williams. Now, here's the other point, okay? All these boys who keep gunning at Canelo, the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to waste time and not get in the ring experience with the right guys. Andrade, fight Charlo. Fight Charlo, bro. Benavidez should fight. There's so many fights that can be made. Why jump to 168 just for Canelo? Beg for these guys. Caleb Plant versus Andrade. You got to get these guys in, because it does not benefit anyone if you think you're going to just jump from, look at your resume. Billy Joe Saunders had a far better resume than Andrade. Billy Joe Saunders is slick like Andrade, and Billy Joe Saunders is more slick than Andrade. And he got his orbital bone destroyed. He has a better resume and more slick. I'm not saying that he's a better resistance against Canelo. Who knows? We don't know. But right now, Andrade didn't get in the work. He was ducked. But I'm saying these guys got to fight each other. Canelo put in the work. He got the experience. He's gotten better. He's better than a 21-year-old dude that was just completely whitewashed by Floyd Money Mayweather, one of the greatest fighters of all time. Canelo was 21, 22 years old. He's better than the 23-year-old that struggled against Lara. And my idiotic, when I looked at, hold on real quick. When I looked at Canelo Alvarez against Billy Joe Saunders, he has a problem with slick fighters. That's when he was a baby. Maybe he was not complete at 21 against Floyd. Maybe he wasn't a complete fighter at 23 against Lara. Maybe that is a case. When Luke Campbell bounced Ryan Garcia head off the canvas, maybe that happened because he's 22 and not complete yet. Canelo Alvarez was 21 before he fought Floyd. He was 23 before. He wasn't complete yet. Maybe that's why he broke Billy Joe Saunders' orbital bone in 4 different places now, because he's 30 and he's in his prime now. He's had the fights. Maybe that slick talk isn't a thing anymore. Maybe you got to make Canelo go backwards the way Triple G did the first fight. Maybe you got to beat on him. Maybe that's the thing. But we got to stop using Floyd and Lara now, obviously, because he wasn't the same fighter when he was 21, and nobody should be. So when you look at Boo Boo Andrade saying what he's saying, when Canelo says, get out of here, Andrade, let me tell you what that means, because I'm a huge fan of yours. Andrade, what that means is stop being up Canelo's butt and let's see what's going on with somebody else. Benavidez, Charlo, get the work in and demonstrate, because that last demonstration of you looking tired and worn out, and I understand why, but people don't give a damn. I understand that you were out because of the pandemic and all. It wasn't getting the fights, but people don't care. Casuals don't care. And how you looked against Liam Williams, people were like, oh yeah, this is the Andrade everybody was talking about. Get him the F out of here. So what you have to do is whoop Charlo. Fighting and whooping. Fight Danny Jacobs. Whoop him. Fight David Benavidez. Whoop him. Get another fight in and just destroy them. Because as of right now, if Canelo Alvarez takes on Boo Boo, you're going to be seen as Boo Boo. Who? And if Canelo breaks you, no one's going to give Canelo Alvarez his love for beating Boo Boo Andrade. You know that. He waited for Boo Boo to get old. Boo Boo small. He went down to fight Boo Boo. Nobody would give Canelo Alvarez his love if he takes on Boo Boo Andrade and wins. Get out of here. You know what and I do. So what Canelo, when he said get the F out of here, he had me convinced. Because Canelo, go fight Caleb Plant, who seems to be a better Andrade at this moment. Right now, he seems to be what Andrade was a couple years ago, closer to his prime. Okay? Fight Caleb Plant, who has a belt, last one to be under. And I don't know, Caleb Plant may get busy on Canelo's ass because that's a big, slick dude. Okay? I just don't know. But Canelo, you're right. Focus on Undisputed. Be the first 168 pounder to do it. I super chat, and I'm sorry, that's my rant, and that's my black two sugars. I got sick hearing so many people claiming Billy Joe Saunders should have continued just because he talked some S. So what? That is a grievous injury. Well, yeah, because he talked junk, but sometimes you're finished. Sometimes you're finished. Yeah, talk junk. He should have kept going. No, he was finished. Sometimes, okay, my eye's about to slip out my skull. My eye is slipping out of my skull. No need. That means I lost. These boys definitely need to fight each other, because to have any chance of beating Canelo, these boys have to get used to the entire event of a big fight and know how those moments that we said that Canelo Alvarez looked weak against a Floyd Mayweather, those moments where we say he looked weak against Lara, those moments that we said that he looked weak against Austin Trout, those were the moments that made him best. Boo Andrade and them aren't fighting the type of guys you give them those moments to have them prepared to beat a Canelo Alvarez. And that's the black two sugars. We need those moments. It's the reason why people think highly or higher of Jermell Charlo than Jamal, who I think Jamal is better than Jermell. But the thing is, Jermell is ranked higher than him. Why? Because he had those moments. I don't like losing in video games. He had those moments that made him better, bro. Let's see. Canelo got his grown man strength now. This dude is Jay. I didn't even see that was Jay. Jay, you did it on him. Jay, out here flexing. Jay, I'm with you, Jay. I'm right there with you. Hit the Tyson Bell. Look. Hit me, Jay. Hit me. You can't do it. Pine on him. Canelo got his grown man strength. That dude is strong as an ox. Yeah, he broke one guy's arm, Colin Smith, and then he broke another dude's face. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. Okay? Ridiculous. Let me see. What else we got? Speechless, beautiful words, ShowBizz. Thank you so much. But it's true. It's true. Voice of boxing. Hope you enjoy the vacay, boy. Andrade should fight Triple G just because. Yes. Yes. Fight Triple G. Fight Jaime Munguia. Right? He's becoming more like Triple G. Great point. Canelo's looking like Triple G. That's how Triple G was looking, ladies and gentlemen, except for a new member. Boy, my man Johnny Blaze. That's how Triple G was looking, ladies and gentlemen. How Canelo looking now? The difference is Canelo got the fights. Triple G didn't get the fights in. But why those big Triple G fans existed? It's not because they were dumb, bro. Triple G can fight his ass off. He just didn't have the resume. Oh man, I'm done with my black two sugars. So look, I was going to make another point. Hold on real quick. Is it in my notes? Oh, I got another Cash App. For Plant holds the ticket to Canelo, Charlo capping. Wait, hold on. I got some business. So look, let's see what you all got to say. Andrade, Boo Boo wants to fight everyone he's been asking. Okay. And truth be told, he hasn't. Truth be told, he hasn't. That's the problem. I'm not saying it's his fault. Let me help you guys on this. Let me help you guys on this. I'm just speaking the facts. I'm not speaking blame. Okay, so I can't say Andrade he's had those moments where he fought great fighters. I can't say that. I can't say that. I must say the truth. He hasn't fought great fighters. That's just the truth. He wanted to. Yes, he wants to. But the fact of the matter is, when Canelo said, "Who has you fought?" That's the fact. So there is a way to fight great fighters. You got to put on crazy displays, crazy performances, and on your way to getting to a great fighter. Just sitting there calling out great fighters isn't going to do it. Now the sand is running out of the hourglass. Now you're trying to hit a huge home run and let me just holler at people now. The work had to have been done earlier. Make sure I'm having those fights earlier. See, now Jermell Charlo is on his way now. He had those struggles. He had those guys. He was knocking people out. He's on his way. Now he knocks out Rosario with a jab to the stomach. Oh my, he's had those moments. Andre needed those moments, not just to demonstrate the sport of boxing. Yeah, the sport. There's guys like us who love it, right? Who can look at that and appreciate that. But that doesn't mean it raises your demand for a fight. Right now, let's keep it a buck. The reason why we want to see Andrade against any of those guys is the principle. The principle that Andrade is holding a belt and he's a fantastic fighter. It's the principle. Somebody got to fight him. Not exactly that it's going to be entertaining. Have y'all thought about that? Look at Andrade versus Liam Smith. But it's the principle. Somebody got to fight him. Nobody's fought him yet. So he's ducking. If somebody goes and Charlo goes and dribble him off the canvas, it's like, oh man, that sucked. We don't even know how Andrade would look against those guys. We don't even know. We're just pushing for the principle. That's it. We don't know. How would we know? Canelo looks just like every fighter he fought. He takes their head and then their powers. Brother, that is the biggest fanboy. He is Highlander and Thanos. Funny. I ain't never seen a funny. Here's the thing. When you look at Canelo Alvarez, when I talk about the sport of boxing and fighting, the sweet science of boxing, the sport of boxing and the sweet science, the hurt business. If you look at Canelo, he demonstrates he's that personified as well, like Mike Tyson. Canelo Alvarez started off in the hurt business. He started off just crushing people, more Mexican style than anything. Was taken to school by Floyd, and you start seeing him demonstrating a bit of the sport of boxing, right? Let me get this together. Fought Triple G's ass, and this was not working. Then he put it together. He put it together. Bam! Walk you down. Bam! And you want to know why he was so good at it? You want to know why Canelo Alvarez against Billy Joe Saunders, why Canelo Alvarez was so good at it, why his timing was beautiful, why when he ducked down, his eyes sucked, bam, broke orbital bone. The reason why he was like a damn cyborg is because the more you do something, the better you are at it. Keep it a buck. Best I can do, 490. I love you, dog. I love you, boy. Dude, let me tell you something. When I was a kid, ShowBizz the kid, I would jump on a swing, and I'm swinging, and I'll swing real high. You know when you swing so high that the chain pop, boom, and then I would do a backflip off of it, boom, hands free, land, boom, like damn Spider-Man. Man, I got on the swing last summer with my kid, and I was, holy shit, because I haven't done, let alone a backflip. Back in the day, hey, it's like riding a bike. You can always do it. Yeah, but you can't always do it the way you always did it. I got on a bike and a damn curb was coming. I slowed down and then I'll climb the curb and then I'll start pedaling. When I was a kid, I'll sidekick that curb. Canelo Alvarez, the more you do it, the better you are at it. He's been riding that bike more often. He's sidekicking curbs now. He looked at Billy Joe, everything he did. Boom. I don't have to rush this shit. I don't have to punch when I shouldn't punch. Bam. Walk you down. Boom. I know your pace. Boom. Boom. Bam. That's what happens. That's why I said the fighters back in the day were better. James, Tony, and them weren't thinking anymore. They weren't thinking anymore. Boom. Boom. Bam. 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 Fighting at a crazy pace. Bam. Boom. Bro, that's what happened. That's why Canelo looked like that. That's why Canelo can fight at that pace. That's why every punch he landed was. That's why every punch he landed had him wrapped around his damn fist, looking at Saw with popcorn and the blankie. He was looking like a girlfriend on the shoulder. That's why it looked like that. And there's people who don't know that. They can't identify it when they see it. So they're like, he must have been on steroids. That ain't damn steroids. That's the sweet science. You just haven't seen it. I grew up on it. Hold on. I think I got another super chat. Oh my God. Can I post this on the thing? Lee Mathis. Bringing the light in. Preacher. Hands down, best box to talk channel. Keep doing your thing. And that's the Black Two Sugars. Hit the Tyson bell. Facts. Let's see what you guys got to say. Facts, Biz. I think he got better after the second Triple G. Yes. Not Floyd fight. Floyd too. It's levels. Plant beats Canelo unanimously. And that's what I said before. I told you guys, and I quote, listen to what this guy said. Hold on, let's see what my man Brent has to say. My man Brent's the man. If Andrade can't get Canelo or Charlo, go after Benavidez, bet he'll fight Andrade. Who would watch that fight? Yeah, I'll watch that fight, but we got to see if that fight can happen, right? Let's see. Because of the orbital bone thing. Plant beats Canelo unanimously. Now, Jay, let me tell you something. I just said it my last podcast before I went on my vacation. Go back to that one. If you guys remember, I said, and I quote, after this fight, the next fighter is the guy who beats Canelo. Everybody who was saying Billy Joe Saunders was going to beat Canelo, I said, and then after this fight, it's going to be the next fighter that's going to beat him. That's what happens. What people want to see more than a hero winning is a hero who dies trying. Everybody is praying for the next guy to beat him. That's what happens. As soon as that fight is over, it's the next guy who's going to beat him. I told you that. I'm not surprised at this. Look at that comment. I'm not surprised at that at all. Plant beats him unanimously. And then after Plant, Triple G is going to beat him. And after that, it's the next fighter is going to be the one to beat him until somebody beats him. It's always going to be that. It happened to Ali. It happened to Robinson. It happened to Joe Louis. It happened to Sugar Ray Leonard. It happened to Hagler. It happened to Floyd Mayweather for damn sure. Floyd Mayweather was winning so much, the next guy's going to beat him. He's looking tough. He's drinking his own urine. He's drinking his own urine. He must win. Oh, my goodness. Jay! Hit me, Jay. Hit me. You can't do it. Pine oil. Jay! Canelo may not always fight the best boxers, but he's always active. 100%. Jay, what did I say before, Jay? What did I say before? I said you cannot fight the best man on the planet every fight. That's why you have Ali versus Chuck damn Wepner. Every great fighter did it. You cannot have the best fighter available every fight, especially when you're fighting very often. If you're fighting twice a year, yes. But 4 times a year and stuff like that, your break is just another guy. That's your break. You feel what I'm saying? So when it came to, all the great fighters ever, you can look in their resume. Look at George Foreman's resume. Not every fight was Ken Norton, Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali. Look at his resume. 70-something fights. Did he fight the greatest heavyweight on the planet every fight? If you think so, you're silly. Okay? That's just how it is. Look at Floyd Mayweather's resume. Look at it. Look at it. Hit the Tyson Bell. Was Sean Bay Mitchell the best fighter in the world when he fought him? Was he the best fighter in the world when he fought him? Was Andre Berto the best fighter in the world? Canelo can beat Wilder, in my opinion. Boy, that is the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. But Wilder would. I'm not. It's pathetic. Floyd fought everyone. Ali fought everyone. But hey, Tender Jaw, your brain, dude, I see your comments, dude. Your brain needs help. Let me tell you, bro. I just, between you and I, love you like a play cousin. I love you like a play cousin. I love you, boy. But your brain needs some help. It really does. Okay? Stop being emotionally invested. Just think about what I'm saying. Floyd fought everyone. That's not what I damn said. Of course, Ali fought everyone. But that's part of everyone. A part of everyone is people that's not great too. Ali fought Chuck Wepner. That's like Canelo Alvarez fighting Yildirim. But to think that Ali's entire career is Chuck Wepner because he fought Chuck Wepner once, then you're just being biased. To think Floyd Mayweather's entire career is Sean Bay Mitchell because he fought Sean Bay Mitchell once, then you're being silly. But that's the point. If you think Canelo Alvarez is a cherry picker because he fought Yildirim, then you're being silly. They've all had it. Floyd fought everyone, and bad fighters is everyone too. They're people too. Ali fought everyone. Canelo's fighting everyone. He's not leaving anything on the table. Okay, at this point. He's 30 years old. He needs to fight Charlo, which I think that's going to happen after he becomes undisputed. There's nowhere else to go. There's no need to go up to light heavyweight. So he's going to fight Charlo. He's going to fight those boys. Okay, he has to fight Charlo. Charlo is breathing down his damn neck. He has to fight him. And then David Benavidez, he's 30. We got so many years with Canelo. There's a lot of fighters he got to fight, bro. Errol Spence, eventually. Horrible how. Canelo body shots will eat Wilder alive. Makes sense for once. Hey, bro. Canelo Alvarez would not beat Wilder. All right. Trying to get in on Wilder, that right hand would cave Canelo's face. He will punch down on Canelo and cave him. The biggest problem with what they found out with Wilder is his power isn't the same punching up. So when he dropped the 2 times he dropped Tyson Fury was bent over to Canelo's height. Hello. When that power comes down, it's sleep. And Deontay Wilder's deceptively fast. When that power comes down, you're sleep. Okay. When Tyson Fury stood tall, his power ain't the same punching up. Think about it. I'm not saying it doesn't hurt punching up. It's not the same. They knew that. Close the distance, so it doesn't hurt here as much as it does out here. And when it's out here, don't duck down too low. He's used to being the tallest guy. He's 6'7". So he's going to punching down. He's ridiculous. Make him punch up. So he leaned straight back. He leaned back while he was punching up. It wasn't the same. If Andrade moves up, he becomes WBO mandatory, 100%. So he got to move up. He has to move up. But I'm just saying, it's going to be another Yildirim situation. If Canelo Alvarez got a mandatory, which is Andrade because he moved up, and if he beats the hell out of him, that people had a problem with him fighting Yildirim as his mandatory. He takes on another mandatory. People have a problem with that if he beats Andrade, because they're going to be like, who? Oh, Andrade was finished. Oh, he had to move up against Canelo. You didn't move down. You didn't drop all your undisputed belts and move down. You made him move up, so he was all stupid. You fought the smaller man. I'm telling you, you know how it goes. So that's what I'm saying. Why go through that much scrutiny right now? Unregulated weight, so we can show these fools why we have weight classes in the first place. It's a Tyson Bale. They plan to go to Better BF? Biz, did you hear Eddie say after becoming undisputed, they plan going to 175 to fight Better BF? I told you guys, Canelo Alvarez, to me, would beat him. He won't beat Bivol, though. Canelo won't beat Bivol, bro. He'll beat Better BF, though. Better BF would beat Bivol. But Bivol would beat Canelo. That right there, that won't work well. For Bivol versus Better BF is a smart choice because Better BF is nasty. He's nice. But look at Better BF and look at Canelo, the way they fight. I understand Better BF hits hard and stuff, but the way they fight, Canelo will beat him. That's a smart move from Eddie. That's a smart move for Canelo. If they go up to Better BF, he'll beat him. Because let that happen. Now, I know he'll beat him. But my thing is the perception of the casual, okay? He beats Better BF. Canelo Alvarez is damn. People are going to start calling him the GOAT over Manny Pacquiao or something like that. Watch. They're going to be feeling like they can make a strong argument. But I know that fight is made for Canelo. Better BF is made for Canelo. That's an exciting thing to hear, but I know what's going to happen. Canelo from Mexico, he's more sacred of El Chapo Jr. Than taking a right hand from Viva Mexico. Man, a right hand from Wilder would knock Canelo Alvarez head off his shoulders. It'll dribble into the judges' laps, and they still may score that round for Canelo. Let that fight be in Texas or Vegas. Wilder will knock his head off. It'll roll right into the judge's lap, like, and they'll be like, I think Canelo won that round. Oh my God. Oh my God. I think Bivol will lose to Canelo, but it depends on if his chin holds up. If it does, I think Bivol wins. Right. That's basically what I'm saying. I think he's a big enough body to where he's going to withstand it. That's what. Biz, you think Plant will be ready for September? If Canelo is, Plant should be. I tell you this though. You guys know I love Plant. Like Plant, I love you, boy. But you know I'm biased more than anything. But I don't let my personal relationship kind of. I love Plant. I think Caleb Plant's the man, and I think he can be a future GOAT if he get the fights. Okay, ability wise, he's magnificent to me. He's a big dude that can do amazing things, and he's a student of the game. You can tell he's a student. It's how I feel about Devin Haney. Devin Haney is a student of, you can tell. I see all his shit. Like, I see all his fighting styles when I look at him. I see what Devin Haney's doing. I'm looking at him. I'm like, clearly somebody had their hands on him very close. Like, clearly somebody had a hand on the shoulder and said, watch this, watch this, watch. Clearly, Caleb Plant, you can tell. So, there I would be rooting for Caleb Plant for sure. That's my guy. I think he should be ready. Let me tell you this. If Caleb Plant, he can't turn down that fight. If he turns down that fight, Caleb, it'll be a bad look, bro. You got to have that fight, okay? What are you here for? Canelo wants you. You're not chasing Canelo. Everybody else chasing Canelo. He wants you. He chose you. I want to be undisputed. I want you. Caleb, who doesn't? Andrade's at 160 at the press conferences. So if Caleb takes on Canelo, it's going to be one hell of a fight. I'm going to be rooting for Caleb Plant like nobody's business, okay? But after seeing what Canelo did to Billy Joe, okay, a slick fighter in Billy Joe, things start changing a little bit when you kind of look at, okay, what does Caleb Plant have? And let's look at what Canelo's been demonstrating. You know, if I were to put money on it, which I won't put money on that fight because, hey, I ain't going to bet against my boy. But at the same time, if I were to put money on it, I'll put my money on Canelo Alvarez to win. I would. And I just got to be honest. Better BF is 36 right now. Keep that in mind, guys. He's 36 without the 36 road. You know what I'm saying? Without the road rash of 36. Okay? He's 36, but not the way 36 was before. It's not the same anymore. These guys don't fight as often anymore. And he's knocking everybody out early. Okay? So he doesn't have, it's like Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder's getting older. But Deontay Wilder just doesn't have the miles. Though he's older, he was knocking everybody out, so he doesn't have the miles. All right. I mean, if you look at it, AJ got more miles than Wilder. Think about it. He's been dribbled off the canvas. Like he has more miles than Wilder does. All right. He's been fighting for belt after belt after belt, mandatory belt after belt, not like gaining belts. I know Wilder has been defending a title, but AJ, he may be more, have more. Jay! Hit me, Jay. Hit me. You can't do it. Pine oil. Canelo better stick to European schedule and leave those Russian boys alone. Jay. What? Jay, listen, dog. Listen. Better BF is a bad boy, but don't. Yeah, Bivol. Yeah, but let me tell you something. Yeah, Bivol. But better BF is a bad boy. I think Canelo beat Bivol though. That just seems like a bad matchup. 6 out of the last 7 fought had belts. Exacta. Let me see. Plant will beat Canelo. Hey, Valentine. That's what everybody's going to say. And like I said earlier today, it's always the next guy that's going to beat him. And then if Canelo gets past Plant, it's going to be the next guy. He about to fight Benavidez. Finally, Benavidez is going to beat him. It's always going to be the next guy. That's what happens when you're at the top, Valentine. When you're at the top and you're sitting on the throne, the people are going to shoot for the underdog. And the next guy will always be the guy. The thing is, Canelo Alvarez isn't even undefeated. The next guy will always be the guy. He has the Floyd Mayweather situation. He's today's Floyd Mayweather for sure. Every victory he has, people take away from it. They discount. And every fighter he fights, they come up with an excuse before the fight happens. Then after the fight, it's the next guy that's going to beat him. That's Floyd. Every Floyd fight, they wanted Floyd to fight Sugar until he fought him. Sugar Shane Mosley knocked out Antonio Margarito. They wanted Floyd versus Sugar Shane until they fought. When they fought, Sugar, he's old. And then Shane rocked him twice. Oh! And then Floyd beat him. People don't even credit him for that fight. No one brings up Sugar Shane Mosley versus Floyd. They don't bring it up. That victory was a great victory for Floyd. And he had those situations, those moments. He's rocked and he overcame those moments. But they don't give Floyd any love for that. None. They give Pacquiao love for Marquez, but not Floyd. You feel what I'm saying? It's always something before the fight happens. I want you to fight this guy. Once the fight happens, there's an excuse, and then afterwards, they take the victory from you. That's what happens when you're on the throne. Let's see. Show, who do you honestly believe will beat him? Bivol. I think Charlo has a chance. And Jamal. I think Jamal Charlo has a chance to beat Canelo and Bivol. Okay. The thing is, here's the thing about fighting a lot. Okay, the better you are at it, but then you start getting the miles and you start getting older quicker than everybody else. Somebody's gonna catch that ass. Somebody gonna catch Canelo. Plant's record says he's suspended until 7/29. Why? They always do that. After you have a fight and you hurt your hand, don't forget he hurt his hand. So on BoxRec, they'll put suspension, like it's like a medical suspension. That's all. It's a medical. So don't forget he hurt his hand. So then he's not allowed to fight until after 7/29, which September is. Let's see. Go to busr.com/showbiz. Place bet on your favorite fights. Look, everybody's done. Wait, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Much love to you. Charlo has that nice jab. I think he gave Canelo a little trouble. I think so too. But then Canelo start making that jab miss and then countering. You know what I mean? So here's my they swore Baltimore was going to smoke Floyd after he beat Zab. I remember that when Floyd fought Zab. So Baltimore beat Zab. Floyd fought Zab. Everybody, boo! What do you mean? Zab Judah was that. And you saw what he did with Floyd. He was giving him all hell of trouble because people don't think. But then after he beat Zab, they took it away. Oh, he didn't fight Baltimore, though. The guy that actually beat him. And then he started whooping Baltimore's ass. No one thinks about that fight where he beat Baltimore. Nobody thinks about that fight. No credit. He beat Zab and then fought the guy who beat him. That was gangster. But nobody brings it up. Nobody brings it up. Let me see. Everybody hit the thumb. All right, man. So are we done? There's only one Tyson Fury. Are we done? I think. Do you guys love it? Hit the Tyson bell. We have a good time today. Biz. Who do these analysts speak like as if a Plant fight won't happen? Why? Why do these analysts speak like the Plant fight does? I don't know what's on their minds. But my thing is this. Plant had an opportunity to fight him like twice. And Plant didn't like the timing of both of those. And he just couldn't fight. But this one is a bigger opportunity. Good show. A lot of fun. ShowBizz is way better than, oh, Lord. Always a great show. Thank you so much. ShowBizz Adult. I'll be on tomorrow. Regular time. Same bat channel. Same bat time. We're going to do our thing on the podcast. Don't forget, go to busr.com/showbiz. Create an account. Place money on your favorite fights. We got to do a little bit more UFC talk. The guy who taking on Derek Lewis. Their second fight look like that's going to happen this summer. So we got to talk about all those things. ShowBizz Adult. I'm out. Man. Beautiful.